Okay, we have Derrick James here at the media workout for Errol Spence ahead of his fight with Lamont Peterson. How are you doing? How's your trip into New York?
I'm doing good. The trip has been good. The city's always great. Happy to be here, ready for the fight to happen.
Great. So you are pretty universally considered the trainer of the year 2017. How does it feel to have gotten to this point in the game? I mean, you've been in the sport a long time. You were a fighter yourself. How does it feel? I mean, did you see this coming?
I don't know, man. I never thought about it, man. I just believe in just working and working and working, and things happen. And then obviously this is what hard work and everything else brings, is to be recognized or to be known as a Ring Magazine Trainer of the Year, and waiting for everybody else to make the decision or whatever this week. But I mean, I'm happy, man. I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm focused on my guys. I'm focused on my guys getting better, not so much about myself. I'm happy to win, but hey, I want my guys to be better, because it makes no sense for my guys to look bad and me to win. So I want everybody to win and want to keep looking better, so that's the key.
So you've been with Errol for a long time. Did you see him rising to this point? I mean, he's now considered top 5 pound for pound universally. Some people have him higher in those ranks. He won his first world title this year. When did you think that he could be that special?
Well, like I said, I started training about 9 years ago, a little bit over 9 years ago. I never really knew exactly until like maybe a year or so into our training. I said, well, maybe he can be good or go to the Olympic Games. I never think so far out in advance. So when he turns professional, I see it coming, because I see all the guys up ahead of me, in front of him, all the other guys, the champions, the top guys. I say, we can get it, and so to be pound for pound, it's something that's everybody else chooses that, right? I just think about my guy winning and wanting him to be undisputed like he said he wants to be. I want everything for him, he wants for himself, and that's how I focus on, and I take him to the level.
Great. So in Errol's last fight, not only did he win his first world title, you guys went over to England, Kell Brook's hometown, soccer stadium full of fans, ultimately stopping him. What was that fight like? I mean, that was one of the biggest fights last year. Have you ever been in an experience like that before? I mean, did it seem surreal?
Never had that type of experience before. 30,000 people yelling obscenities, cursing, and just having to be able to be focused, man. And it was great, because you always want to go to a guy's hometown, home country, and kind of shut him down. And basically, in my mind, we set everybody up in the stadium, 30,000 people, which I felt like I knew we would do that. That was my whole goal all around. So he was able to do that and become a champ, man. I'm happy about that.
Great. So in the fight, it was competitive early. Errol ultimately took over and literally broke Kell Brook's face. He had a facial fracture after the fight. Is that how you expected it to play out? And was there any worry early on in the fight that, maybe Errol wouldn't be able to take over?
Well, there was never worry. because I had to fight, 2 to 3 or whatever to go into the first 5. So what happens is, the key is it's all about the fight, man. And the fight turns and trains and does whatever. So, as long as we can stay focused and stay competitive. And I know that if Errol goes 12 rounds with anybody, he punches so hard that he breaks people's faces, ribs. He does it in the gym all the time. So I can't imagine anybody going 12 rounds with him and not being broken.
So, are we good? Okay, are we good for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, great. So Errol is known for really putting a stamp on his wins. Phil Greco went the distance with Sean Porter. Chris Algieri went the distance with Manny Pacquiao, beat Ruslan Provodnikov. Leonard Bundu went the distance with Thurman. Is that something, do you guys use that as motivation in camp to try to get decisive wins over people, more dramatic than anyone else has done before?
No, not at all. I never think about it, never crosses my mind about how I compare him to other guys. I just know he's a big puncher and he punches very hard. And the strategy and game plan is always trying to break the guy down. And he punches, like I said, so hard that he breaks ribs, he breaks facial, orbital bone, cheekbone. So I think that the longer it goes, the more pain he inflicts, and that's how it is, man. So I've never seen anybody punch so hard. He puts his whole body behind the shots. And so he's not hitting with his physical strength, he's hitting with his whole body, and that's how you break and fracture those bones.
So I got to ask you at the kickoff press conference about your relationship with Barry Hunter, Lamont Peterson. Huge amount of respect between the two camps. So in light of that, is there any conflicted feeling knowing Errol is such a destructive fighter going into a fight like that, or is that just the business of boxing?
No, it's the business of boxing, man. It's what it is. I mean, I love those guys. I love to watch them fight, but at the same time, hitting with the body shots, so those shots are going to break something, and that's the business. I mean, I think that it was accepted by Barry and Lamont when they moved up to 147, knowing that a fight with Errol could be a possibility. So we're all friends, but it's time to go to work, and do what he does. And if that's breaking something, that's what it is. And if it's whatever the case may be, if he doesn't knock him out, it'd be a breakage or somewhere. I mean, I don't know.
There's a viral video going around of Lamont Peterson showing him training, getting bashed to the ribs with a medicine ball. Looks like he's trying to train for Errol's body attack. Do you think he'll be able to hang in there on the inside, or are you expecting him to box? What are you expecting on Saturday night?
I don't know, man. I think that to be smart, which Barry's very smart, Lamont's very smart. They prepare for every type of fight, whether it's boxing match, it's a war, it's an inside fight. I don't know if you put enough weight on those body shots to compare to the two, but I mean it's a good practice, to get the body prepared for shock, I guess. But you put 147, 150 pounds of pressure on a punch, a medicine ball can't compare to that. But hey, they're very smart. I think he's going to be. Lamont Peterson will be prepared for any type of fight that Errol Spence has. Just up to us to take it to the next level.
Great. Just want to ask you quickly, I know Errol has his fight on Saturday, wondering if Jermell Charlo, if you have some idea when he'll be back in the ring, and if you guys are working right now, staying busy.
Well, no, he's training, but I don't know when he's going to fight again. Maybe in the next 2 to 3 months or so, I'm not for sure. But I'm hoping to get him back in the ring and get him busy also.
Okay, so one last question. So the big fight I think everyone is pushing for Errol is against Keith Thurman. Just wondering if you have any thoughts for Keith Thurman, any message for him, trying to get him into the ring this year.
I have no thoughts, man. It's just about focusing on him being the best he can be right now. Not so much thinking about Keith Thurman because that's so far away, I don't even know about it. But so focused on him right now today, dealing with Lamont Peterson, not thinking about any other guys. Like, to me, they don't exist right now because it's so much about Errol Spence and Lamont Peterson.
Okay, thank you very much. Very, very generous with your time. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.